In this video, I'm going to scan through this big pile of Nintendo Switch games and see what the difference in price is between what CEX would sell these for and what they would give me in cash. This is going to take a while, so grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's see what the price difference will be. And if you enjoy videos like this, then please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like to help the channel out. Let's get into what CEX will give you versus what they will sell all of these Switch games for. Here you can see our pile of Nintendo Switch games. It's not the biggest pile of games ever or the biggest Switch game collection ever, but there's a few fair games there. We have actually played most of them and there's not many in the backlog, and we tend to like it that way because the games are quite pricey, so we tend to just kind of get what we're going to play on Switch. I think I only have about 1 or 2 games on the backlog. So let's start with this pile to the right. So this one is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This was a game that I believe was originally on Wii U that got re-released on Switch. I'll put that there on our pile, and let's move to the computer and see. So CEX will give you £12 cash and they sell it for £28. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. The next game on the list is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Once again, another Wii U game that I believe got re-released to the Switch. Let's go on the Mac and see what CEX will give us versus what they charge for it. And by the way, I've just zoomed in on the website so it's easier to record with. I did this before and it was really hard to see basically without zooming in, so that's why it's zoomed in. So yeah, Tropical Freeze, they sell that for £35 and they will give you £16 cash for. The next game on the list is Sonic Colors Ultimate for Switch. I think this might have come out on Switch originally. I don't think this came from the Wii U. It's a game that I played a bit. I think I might have finished it a while ago, actually. Not one of the best Sonic games, but it was a solid game. This one, CEX sell for £20 and they'll only give you £9 cash for this one. So yeah, let's just add this to the calculator. So £9 to our fund, and on the CEX fund, we said £20. So we'll add that there and keep on going. Mario Kart Deluxe 8, fantastic game. Spent many hours on this. Really fun to play online. Co-op, it's just a classic, isn't it? Everyone loves a bit of Mario Kart. So yeah, they'll give you £16 cash for this and they sell it for £35. Next game is GTA Trilogy. This is an interesting one. This got a lot of hate when it first came out, but I really never saw any problem with it. I have enjoyed playing through this, and people often say, why didn't you have these games originally on the PS2? And don't get me wrong, I can understand the nostalgic factor in that, but they just play brilliantly on here, and the fact that you can have them as handheld is it makes all the difference to playing these games, in my opinion. So this one, I think I got that. I remember when I bought that off eBay, and I got it just around the corner from where I live for about 20 odd quid, I think. So let's see, do I have to type in the full Grand Theft Auto? Let me just see if it works with Trill OG. Sorry, I can't type one-handed. Let's see, there it is on PS4 and on Switch. Wow, CEX sell this one for £38 and they give you £17 cash. The next game is Stardew Valley on Switch. I bought this brand new for my partner. She plays this one, not I. So it looks a cool game, but I just haven't got around to giving it a go yet. And I think I could buy that new for what CEX were charging it for it at the time. But let's just see. I know that you can get this on Steam and PS4. It's wow, £38. I think I got that like £25 brand new off Amazon. So yeah, CEX charge £38 and they'll give you £17 for it. So I think, isn't that the same markup as GTA? 17 and 17, and if we put that on the CEX calendar, we're going to add £38. So yeah, exactly the same pricing as GTA. The next game on the list is Red Dead Redemption for Switch. I thought this was an excellent port. I played this from start to finish earlier this year and really enjoyed it. Here we can see on the CEX website that this is the same markup yet again. It's another game which they will give you £17 for, so we'll put that on our slate, and they charge £38 for it, which is more than what it cost new, I think, a lot of the time. So that's interesting. Next game in the pile is Star Wars, what's it called? The Racer and Commando Combo. I got this, I haven't even played the Republic Commando game, I'm sure it's good, but I got it for Star Wars Racer, a very nostalgic game on N64. for me. I know you can get a bigger Star Wars Heritage Pack, which is probably pretty good, but I think some of the games had download codes or something like that, and I know that one you can get both of the games on the cat itself, so you don't have to use download codes. So there's a few Star Wars games on Switch. This one's the one that I've got, and this is a bit of a cheaper game. CEX will give you £8 cash, so we'll add that to the slate, and they sell it for £18. So that's our first pile done. Let's move on to pile 2 of our various different Switch games. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Oh man, great game. I remember getting this in lockdown. I bought this brand new for 40 quid, and at the time I remember thinking I should have bought a couple of these but didn't. And every once in a while I'll see it on Vinted for like 15-20 quid, and I can't buy it in time. Someone's already bought it by the time I click buy. And this is one that CEX sell for £68 and give you £38 cash for, so probably the most expensive game we're going to get on this list. In fact, I can say with a lot of confidence that we're not going to have a pricier game than this one. So interesting. I could just about get the cash back which I paid for it if I wanted to, which of course I'm not gonna, because I really enjoyed playing this game. Next game, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. This is a game that I've had for a while, and I started playing. It is a fun game. I just need to actually play through it all the way through and see. But I did enjoy playing that. I remember getting that around Christmas, and it was a nice game to have and play around Christmas. When everything's shut and there's dark nights and stuff. So yeah, £35 is what CEX charge for it, and they'll give you £16 cash. So £16 on our slate, and on the CEX slate, how much? £35. So the next game on the list is Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. I remember getting this pretty much on release and playing it. I used to have this for the Wii U. CEX will charge £38 for it and give you £17. The next game is Rayman Legends. This is a fun game. Not as good as Origins. I know you can get Origins on there, but when you've got Murphy involved, that game, I don't know. It is fun. It's kind of nice to have, but if you're going to have one, then Origins on the PS3 is a nice way to play Rayman. You can see much cheaper on other consoles. 18 quid. CEX get £18, and we would get £8. The next game on the pile is Luigi's Mansion 3 for Nintendo Switch, one that we've had since new. Most of these we actually bought new, believe it or not, which is funny given what my habits are now like with video games. But CEX will charge £30 for this, so we'll put that on their calendar at £30, calculator, not calendar, and they'll give £13 for it, so we're going to add that to our slate now. The next game is the Crash Insane Trilogy. I used to have this on PS4 and played this a couple of years ago, but when I got my Switch OLED, that was one of the first games that I got. CEX sell this for 25 quid, and they will give you £11 cash for it. So let's see where we're at so far. In terms of what we'll get is 215 quid, and what CEX is going to get is £464. Let's keep on going. The next game is Super Mario Odyssey. Fantastic game. Really kind of give me a lot of hope for future Mario games. I remember playing this when we first got the Switch and have really good memories with that game. When are they going to bring an Odyssey 2 out? That's well overdue, isn't it? Anyways, here we have it on the CEX website, and CEX will charge £35 for that, and they'll give you £16 cash. So Turtles Cowabunga Collection. This is a nostalgic one for me, and a lot of fun. I need to put a bit more time into this. It's one of those that you kind of play for a little bit of time and then play something else, and I'm always too lazy just to kind of swap the cartridges, but it's super fun. I think it's a very cheap game. £20 is what CEX will get for it, and they'll give you £9 cash, so we'll add £9 to our slate. Here we are on the last pile of games. If you made it this far, then please give the video a like and subscribe, because this is taking ages. So I hope that you enjoy the video. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Played through this in January of this year. Absolutely brilliant game. I actually preferred this to Tropical Freeze. Wow, they're still charging £40 for this, actually. So yeah, CEX will get 40, and they'll give you £18, that is. So let's add that. Next game, Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for Nintendo Switch. I think that's another one of those Wii ports, isn't it? Yeah, £38. And how much are we getting? £17 cash. So let's do that now. Last couple of games, Sonic Superstars. This was a fun game. I remember playing. I think I might have had this since brand new. Sonic Superstars for the Nintendo Switch. Let's see how much CEX are selling that for. The Sonic games never tend to hold the value like the Mario ones do they? The Mario ones are great for holding value, but the Sonic ones, some of these I got those at release. Not like I intend to sell them, but they always seem to be worth a lot less. So yeah, £28, and they'll only give us £12. Next game is Hot Wheels Unleashed, a really good kind of arcade style racer for the Switch. Really fun game, that one actually, if you haven't played it. A bit weird with the drifting, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but not a bad game at all. I think this is about a 20 odd pound. Once again, one that you can get on different consoles, much cheaper than the Switch. But yeah, £20 game, so CX. We'll get 20 and we're going to get 9. The next game on the list is Cuphead, a fantastic kind of platformer game. Very difficult, but very enjoyable, I think, and one that I highly recommend. CEX charge £35 for this, and they're going to give you £16. Next game, Sonic Shadow Generations. Brilliant game, very fun. I love this new kind of shadow element that they added to this one. They charge 32 and we get 14, so 14 for us. We're at the last game already, that's Hogwarts Legacy. CEX still charging 32 for it, and they're going to give you £14 cash. So £14 equals that, 340, and they're going to get £32 for it. So equals 32. Boom, 744, which is ridiculous. So here we have the last two games. We've got Sonic Mania Plus, which they charge £20 for, and you get 9. And they also have Sonic Origins Plus, £22 for, and we get 10. So we get 19, and they get 42. So we're going to add 19 to our amount, 359, and 42 to CEX's calculator. I keep making that mistake. 786. So we can see there, CEX would get 786 for all my Switch games, and I get 359. So yeah, that's why I always tend to go for voucher most of the time. Oh, so that was exhausting. I hope you found it useful, and that concludes our comparison of what CEX will sell these games for versus what they will give you in cash. I think that they do have quite a high markup on Switch games, so I often try to kind of get them on Vinted or eBay, just because even though I've got a couple of vouchers, they tend to have such a high markup. It's I don't think you'd ever actually get the money back if you ever wanted to sell the games, whereas if you hunt for them on Vinted or on eBay, then at least there's a better chance of claiming some of your money back if you ever need to. So let me know what you guys think. Would you ever cash your Switch games in? I wouldn't, because I love the Switch and I like all of those games. So there aren't many games which I really want to get rid of for that, and I like to keep it as kind of a smaller collection. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and if you don't already, then please subscribe to the channel.